All right, for ELA today, I want students to join me on Seesaw. We're going to find our task together. First, we're going to click on Activities, then Assign to Class folder, Red ELA, and it will be the first task at the top called Retelling a Fable and Recognizing the Theme, Day 2. Go ahead and open by clicking Add Response. And then you can wait on slide number 1. Let's make sure everybody's ready to go. Waiting on slide number 1. This week we have been learning about how to retell the plot of a story. Yesterday we talked about this topic. It's called Somebody Wanted, But So Then. You might remember that yesterday we did this exact graphic organizer as we studied a few fables. Remember that each of these letters, S, W, B, S, T, will help us retell the plot. Remember, we are focusing on retelling the plot of a story and then identifying the theme. Let's look at slide number 2 together. On slide number 2, you will see a review of what theme is. We know that theme is the lesson or message the author wants us to learn. Here's something you can think about as you read a story and are wondering what the theme might be. A question you could ask yourself is, how can I use what happened in the story and the choices these characters made to help me be a better person? We know that authors sometimes teach us things like being loyal to our friends, having courage, the power of teamwork or kindness. These are all examples of themes that authors will teach us in a fiction text. Today, you will use the Somebody Wanted, But So Then to retell the plot, then you will identify the theme. What does the author want us to learn about life? That's what we're going to be working on today. Go to slide number 3. Here we're going to check our knowledge about theme. Slide number 3 says the theme of a story is A, the main character, B, the messages about life that the author express, C, the sequence of events, or D, a short summary of what the story is about. I want you to circle which one shows what the theme is. I would choose that the theme is answer B. I know the theme is the message or lesson that the author wants me to know. Now I'm going to move this box to check my answer. Yes, I see that we were correct by selecting answer B. Great work. Let's go on to slide number 4. This question says, which of the following could be a theme of a story? So now you're thinking about theme and the examples of themes we've talked about. Let's look at each answer. A 35-year-old woman named Essie and her brother. Could that be a theme that the author wants us to learn? B, a small apartment in Marfa, Texas. Could that be the lesson or message the author wants us to learn? Let's go to answer C. Telling the truth may cause pain, but in the end, it is better than lying. Telling the truth. Is that a lesson or message the author wants us to learn? I think it might be C, but I'm going to go ahead and check with D. D. Essie lied to her brother about her identity for 2 years, but she finally decided to tell him the truth. I notice both of these are about telling the truth, but this one, for answer D, shows me all about the events in the story. I know that the events in the story are different than the theme because the theme is the lesson or message I can learn about my life. So I think C is our best answer. Telling the truth may cause pain, but in the end, it is better than lying. Okay, now I get to move my purple box to check my answer. Yes, C is correct. C could be a theme in a fiction story. Let's go to side number 5. Now I want you to try. Which of the following could be a theme of a story? I want you to read your answer options. Think about which one could be a theme. Circle your answer and then check your work. Ready? Go. All right, let's go ahead and move to slide number 6. And let's start getting our brains thinking about somebody wanted, but, so, then. Thinking about that mountain plot picture that we've been talking about. We're going to listen to this video to think about what we're doing today.
Retelling helps you think about the story so that you can more easily discover the theme that the author wanted you to learn. Authors invest a lot of time and effort into developing characters for their stories that have certain traits so that they will behave in a certain way when met with a problem. Authors also spend a lot of time developing the perfect problem to highlight the traits of the characters when they have to make choices in order to solve the problem. Spending time thinking about those characters and their traits and the problems that they face and the way they choose to solve that problem helps us as readers to see the consequences of the characters' actions and to learn from them. What we can learn from the characters' words, actions, thoughts, and feelings can teach us a lot about our own lives. This is what the theme of a story is all about. On the next slide, you're going to click the link to listen to another of Aesop's fables called The Monkey and the Dolphin. You're going to do this on your own. As you listen, think about those characters. What are they like? How did they change? Think about how the story unfolds. Use your somebody wanted, but so then to help guide. Use this information to help you determine the theme of the story.
Join me on slide number 7, please. On slide number 7, you will see the Aesop fable that Mrs. Thaxton is talking about. On your own, you're going to click play and watch this video. I want you thinking about the plot of this fable. Who's the somebody? Who are the characters? What did they want or need? What's the big problem? What happened to these characters? How do the characters respond or solve the problem. And then what's the end of the story? After you watch this video, we will go over slide 8 together. Your job right now is to push play on the link on slide 7 and listen to the fable. You may begin. After you listen to the video on slide number 7, we're going to go through the somebody wanted, but, so, then of the monkey and the dolphin. So let's start with the somebody, which is identifying our characters and where they are. Remember, Miss Thaxton gave us some questions like, who are the characters? Where are they? So this is an example of a completed plot retell. Mrs. Thaxton wrote, a monkey falls into the ocean during a shipwreck. So now we have our character, a monkey, and now we know a little bit about the setting. We know that they're in the ocean in a shipwreck. Next, we're going to look at the wanted. What do our want or need? The wanted section asks us a question. What do the characters want or need? So we now see that he, the monkey, meets a dolphin and tells him that he is from Athens, implying that he is a human. So Mrs. Thaxton is modeling how to include the events in a plot to retell a story. So first, we have a monkey in the ocean during a shipwreck. What does he want? What does he do? He meets a dolphin, tells him that he is human. So now our plot is building. Remember, we talked about the tension that's building. Now we're going to see the problem. But what went wrong? What happens to our characters? We see that the dolphin asks the monkey if he knows Pieris, which is a place in Athens. The monkey says yes, and that they were very good friends. So now we see a problem is happening. We know that the characters are not going to be able to deal with this problem. Next in our plot retell is the word so. Our question asks us, how do the characters solve the problem or respond to the problem? We know that they don't always fix the problem, but sometimes the characters recognize there's a problem and they don't know what to do. So what happens in this example? The dolphin knows he is being lied to by the monkey, and the dolphin is angry. Uh-oh, that is a big problem for these characters. Next in our retell is the letter T, then. How does the story end? The dolphin flips the monkey off his back, and the monkey has to fend for himself in the sea. Oh no, that is quite the ending to this fable. Now that we have seen Mrs. Thaxton's plot retell, she has told us all of the important events of the plot. Now we have to think about the theme. What is the lesson or message the author wants us to learn about life? I'm going to put you back into your breakout room. I want you to come up with a theme, the lesson or message the author wants us to learn. Remember, just like yesterday, you're going to record it on the black dotted line. Our sentence stem says, therefore, I think the author wanted me to learn. I'm going to get you set up in your breakout rooms, and you're going to finish identifying the theme with your group. For your task today, boys and girls, you're going to complete slides 9 and 10. Look at slide 9. Slide 9 says you're going to listen to the fable, The Tortoise and the Hare. So step number 1, you're going to listen to the fable by clicking the My On Video and learning about the tortoise and the hare. You're probably familiar with this fable, as I am. Step 2, as you listen, think about the plot of the fable and what you think you are supposed to be learning about building your own character, right? What does the author want us to learn about life? Then you're going to show your knowledge. Step 3 says use the SWBST, somebody wanted, but so then, graphic organizer on the next slide to organize your retelling and record the theme. So look at slide number 10. Here's where you're going to retell the plot of The Tortoise and the Hare. Somebody wanted, but so then. In your work, your answers should be in complete sentences, just like Mrs. Thaxton's example on slide number 8, just like what we would do in class together. After you retell the plot, you're going to think about the theme. What does the author want us to learn about life? I want you to record your theme. Write your theme on the black dotted line. Remember again to check that you have a complete sentence that's 3rd grade appropriate. That is your task today, boys and girls. When you get done, on slide number 11, you can reflect on your success today. Were you able to retell the plot? Were you able to identify the theme? Tell me how you did today on slide number 11. That is our work for today. It's now your break time. You can take a quick break and then you will work from 10 to 10:30 on finishing your reading task. Remember, when you get done with your reading task, if you have extra time, you need to go back to Lexia and check that you have earned 3 units for today. Today is the 4th day of school, so if we count by 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12. You should have 12 Lexia units today or more. All right, that is your work for today. We will be back at 10:30 for math. I will see you at 10:30 for math today. Good luck on retelling the fable, identifying the theme.